Welcome to another episode of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, and I'm here to bring you all the latest news in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. It's Tuesday, July 14th, 2015, and let's get to it. This past weekend, some of the best bodybuilding talent in Canada took the stage for another loaded rendition of the Canadian Nationals. And when the dust finally settled after 2 days of furious competition, it was 5% nutrition athlete Paulo the Freak Almeida who brought home first place and the IFBB Pro card. The massive Almeida was the heavy favorite heading into the show, and he did not disappoint, bringing the biggest and best version of his freaky physique that we've ever seen. And unlike most new IFBB Pro card winners, Almeida isn't waiting to hit the pro stage. He's already announced that he'll be bringing his talents to an IFBB Pro stage before the end of the year. And good news for Ron Partlow, who finished second for the 8th consecutive time. He earned his IFBB Pro card after sweeping the Masters overall title. We've been super critical over the last few years of Lionel Beyeke's ability to show up on stage in peaked contest condition. But it looks like the uber talented and much maligned Beyeke may finally be turning the corner. Judging by his most recent photos, Beyeke looks to actually be ahead of schedule heading into this year's Olympia, which is a position he hasn't found himself in all too often as of late. And when an athlete with as many tools as Lionel puts it all together, it usually means that the competition is going to be in a world of trouble. Dennis Wolf released some rare behind-the-scenes footage of his current Mr. Olympia prep. In this leaked Wolf video, we see the German giant hammering away on his massive chest, 12 weeks out from the Olympia stage. Wolf has firmly solidified himself as a perennial top 5 contender, but at this point in his career, it's a fair question to ask, has Wolf reached the peak of his potential? And will he ever be able to really challenge for the Olympia title? But remember, this is bodybuilding, where the strange seems to happen all too often. And with Wolf's incredible genetics, he's just one Phil Heath slip-up away from taking home the Sandow. If you were one of the people who bet your life savings on Renaldo Gairy being this year's Breakout Athlete of the Year, well, congratulations. You're probably feeling very confident about the return on your investment right about now. Gairy has been one of the real surprises of the season thus far, and in the following back training video, we get a chance to see why. Gairy has really opened up some eyes with a few standout performances so far this season. And if he can keep the momentum going, it wouldn't surprise anyone one bit to see him snag a pro victory in the very near future. It isn't easy being the woman everyone's gunning for at the top of the bikini division, but reigning and defending 2-time Olympia champ Ashley Kaltwasser pulls it off quite well. Kaltwasser is already hard at work as she looks to earn an unprecedented 3rd consecutive Olympia title. And she's going to have a work cut out for her, especially after losing for the first time in nearly 2 years to Janet Laig earlier this season at the Arnold Australia. Conventional wisdom would dictate that Kaltwasser better approach this prep with her game face on 100% of the time. Otherwise, she can very easily find herself leaving the Orleans Arena with an unfamiliar taste in her mouth, the bitter taste of defeat. But if I were a betting man, I'd say Kaltwasser shows up at her all-time best. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. Check out ironmaglabs.com today. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.